Well, hello! If you're watching on Twitch right now or on YouTube, it's been quite a while since I've last appeared on the RedFoxComms channel. A lot of things have changed since I last uploaded, but I'm not going to be getting into any of that, obviously. I mean, it's really not the main topic for today's show. In fact, instead, I'm going to be going over Etika and the entire situation revolving his channel and its mental health, so to speak, his sanity in general, and what's really gone on. Because last night, Etika decided to go live on his YouTube channel. Not, of course, the Etika channel, the one that got terminated, or Etika FRFX, his new channel that he brought when he got terminated. No, he went live on his TR1 Iceman, which was his side second account that he made for live streaming. He went live on there last night, and given the recent events surrounding his name, it was really surprising to people why he would go live. And when he did go live, it wasn't good. It wasn't a good performance, and I don't really think anyone really saw a good performance coming out of him. I mean, let's look at the recent events here. Well, actually, you know what? Scratch that for a minute. Let me refresh you guys, because really his most recent mental health breakdown is really nothing we shouldn't have seen coming. We actually saw a mirror of this situation happen 6 months ago, back in October, and we all covered it. I covered it on this channel, or no, I think I covered it on my second channel. The point is, I talked about it, and then we all just kind of let it slide. Thank you for the host, Derek. Notifications are a little loud, but who cares? But going back to what I was saying, we all covered this situation, you know, in detail. We all went over this. We all watched it happen, even if we didn't, you know, make YouTube videos about it. We all saw this happen 6 months ago, and then we just so quickly dismissed it as like, oh well, you know, Etika was acting weird a few months ago, but nah, you know, as long as he comes back, it's fine. Oh my gosh, these notifications are so loud. But I do appreciate the hosting. Thank you guys. But I'm gonna go over, and just in case you forgot what exactly happened to Etika a few months ago, I'm gonna go over and just remind you, not by showing you the tweets. I mean, you know, I could do that, but you can look those up for your own. And really, it's nothing. You know, it's basically him just being all cryptic and weird, and you know, talk about he's gonna, you know, well, not directly, more alluding to the fact that he's supposedly going to kill himself or something like that. Rather, I'm going to show you something we all probably forgot. At least I forgot about this, which was his Inward Rant. Now, we all know how AIDS Twitter is. You know, their system for banning people really doesn't work, and he got banned for using the N-word temporarily. I'll add, not suspended. He got temporarily banned for using the N-word. Now, obviously, it doesn't take a scientist to figure out that he's black, and he can say that. You know, he's got the past. That social stigma that comes with saying the N-word obviously doesn't attach to him. I mean, he's black, you know? So, you know, Twitter, their little bots and stuff should be fine with them saying that. In fact, that should be accepted, right? Isn't that PC and all? I really don't understand how that all works, but it should be fine, right? It should be all, you know, all good. But, you know, he got temporarily banned for using the N-word on Twitter, which, you know, any normal person would, like, you know, have, like, a bit of a reaction to, obviously, a negative reaction. But the reaction that he gave to this simple incident of getting temporarily banned on Twitter was a little weird, to say the least, or at least that's how I remember it. Let's go and take a quick look. Obviously, I'm not going to play the whole video, but let me give you a little refresher at where his mental health was back in October 25th.
Man, what's going on, fellas? Y'all boys doing all right, man? Yo, it's your fucking boy, Etika, from the Etika world.
Now, right off the bat, you know, obviously it looks like he's, you know, playing a character or whatever. He's exaggerating, you know, for the camera. But let me keep watching, and I'll try not to pause so much, but let's take a look.
Network here. It's a little microphone I got. I'm here to talk to y'all. Whoops. I had an interesting day today. I ran a couple of errands. I got some things done. Guess what? I'm gonna pick up yo-yoing again, bro. Start to throw some fucking hoops, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get in the crib, my nigga. Start doing tricks, my nigga. My nigga.
Now, for context, obviously, you know, it doesn't look too far off from, you know, normal Etika. You know, we're kind of used to these kinds of antics, you know, when it comes to Etika at least. But given, you know, the tweets he was making and the kinds of the behavior he was exhibiting, for him to upload a video like this to his main channel, this was uploaded to his nearly 1 million sub channel at the time, and it just came off as weird. It's like, Aren't you gonna talk about, you know, the
Fucking
elephant?
nigga!
Jesus Christ. The video starts playing. It's like, aren't you going to talk about the elephant in the room going on here? Aren't you going to talk about how weird you've been acting? Why are you talking about a Twitter ban? I mean, you know, it seems like, you know, the ducks aren't all in a row.
Listen, all of y'all, I tell you all, I don't love y'all niggas. I don't fucking love y'all. But one thing I tell y'all is that we niggas, at least at the end of the day, that's the fiber that holds us together. You know what I'm saying? So think about this.
And it especially comes off as weird that this entire video is unedited. I mean, you know, there's no scripting, well, there's no editing going involved here. There's no pacing. It's just a raw, unfiltered, drunken rant that he decided to upload to his channel in the midst of his mental insanity. And after this video came, you know, you could dismiss this as, oh, Etika was drunk and he uploaded a video. Big deal. What are you talking about? It was, you know, the way he acted right after this situation where he was, you know, hospitalized right after and then released, you know, causing people to kind of have some concerns about, you know, where exactly his mental health was. But when he was released, he acted normal. He made a brand new channel after his, you know, his old one got terminated. Now, you know, if you wanted to, you know, take some lessons on, you know, how not to get, you know, banned saying the N-word on Twitter, maybe he should take some advice from the Uber support here. But that's besides the point. Here you can see his channel right here with almost 1 million subs. He started uploading, right after this video came out, he started uploading straight up porn to his channel. Now you can see my peak censoring abilities. You know, I'm really good at drawing the lines, you know, to get it all censored and stuff like that. But he started uploading just raw porn to his channel, causing it to obviously get suspended because people were reporting it. And then in this next image right here, when he returns, I don't know why, but the idea of being banned from streaming on YouTube sounds so fucking badass for me. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. That's not really the first thing I would, you know, jump to. Here we have another image right here. This is the kinds of things he was tweeting, or, well, rather putting on his Reddit. And now it's my turn to die. I love you all. Keep fighting for me, okay? I'll miss y'all. Make the world better for your own kids, and remember to stargaze. These last 6 years have been an honor. And he shows, you know, a screenshot of his terminated YouTube channel. It's just weird behavior. And the reason why I'm showing you all of this is to remind you that we were given an exact warning 6 months ago. We saw all of this take place, and it's parallel to the events that happened, you know, now. And we let it slide back then. Why? Because we were hungry for the original Etika to come back. We just wanted Etika back. He was the top tier, top live YouTube entertainer. We just wanted to see some good streams and videos again. We didn't care. You know, I mean, obviously we were worried about the situation, but when he came back seemingly normal after this, we were all just like, okay, well, that was a little weird, but, you know, we'll ignore it. It's fine, you know, we can sit back, and as long as we have our good streams and videos back, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter one bit. And then when this whole situation acts again, we all want to act surprised. And I'm throwing myself under the bus here as well. I mean, it was the same way for me. I mean, I saw all of this happen, and I covered it live on my YouTube channel. And I believe I even did a video on it on my second channel at the time, which is now the streaming channel. The point is that we all knew. We saw what happened 6 months ago. And the exact same thing happened again, only except for him to, you know, come at the end of this normal again. He comes out completely insane, like a maniac. Let's go over what he was tweeting. All right, so this is from Etika's account. You will all burn underneath my flame, all right? And this is the damning one right here. This is the one everyone looked at. I am about to shoot myself in the forehead with a pistol I purchased from a gun shop in Long Island. Bury me in Brooklyn. Not, you know, not the most, you know, non-concerning thing to put in your Twitter. I mean, what even is the word for this? I mean, you see a tweet like this, how are you supposed to respond? But that's the thing. We were given a 6-month warning, and we all ignored it. Myself included. I'm just as guilty as everyone else. You know, we want to sit here and act surprised now. Really, it all makes sense. The man's not well. He's not right. He's not sane. He's not mentally healthy, you know, to say the least. And we knew this, and we still let it happen. That's the worst part about all of this. His Etika FRX channel was taken down. His new channel that he made once he got banned, it almost passed 300K, and it got taken down for, you know, circumventing the ban. Obviously, when he starts tweeting stuff, you know, that was so weird to look at, people were, you know, reporting his accounts, you know, trying to get him help, you know, hey, get off the internet, you know? This isn't good for you. And then he comes back, you know, after being hospitalized, you know, as his girlfriend tweeted out, he was hospitalized, you know, he was put in a mental institution. After he came out a week, he said back, sorry for scaring you with that tweet. Being born and raised on the dark side of the internet, I sometimes go too far in my attempts at edgy shock humor. I've apologized on similar instances in the past, I know, so just trust me when I say I've learned my lesson. Now, his excuse last time, this is the part where the story begins to differ. Because the excuse that he gave last time was he had this spiritual reawakening, and he was going past the limits of what's socially acceptable last time by tweeting all these weird things and alluding to killing himself. That was simply a reawakening. He was, you know, he was becoming woke. I don't know what the term is. I'm not, you know, hip with all of this. It's weird to me. It's alien language to me. Like, I don't understand any of this. But his excuse this time isn't that he had this great reawakening. It's simply that, oh, sorry, you know, sometimes, you know, my shock humor ain't the best. Now, I'm the last thing you'd get, you know, that from the joke place, obviously. But I don't look at this as, you know, a shock humor. I mean, what is he doing? This is a social experiment? Like, what's going on here? I don't understand where exactly the shock. Yo, I mean, I do get where the shock is. Where's the humor? And, you know, I say that at the risk of sounding like every, you know, joke police that there is, you know, like, where's the joke? If I don't think it's funny, therefore it's not funny. But, I mean, I'm objectively looking, you know, like, what's the shock? What kind of social experiment are you pulling here? Like, are you doing an experiment of what happens when a big social media, you know, influencer decides that they're gonna tweet suicidal shit? Like, what grounds are you breaking here? It doesn't make any sense. It sounds like, you know, these are the rumblings of an insane man. If I'm being honest with you, it doesn't look good. And then he tweets, I am inevitable. This was after he came back. So he came back and we all thought he was normal. We all thought he was in the right mind. You know, and then he comes back and he's like, I'm inevitable. And he starts tweeting more stuff again. Here you have a user, T-Whip. We have Etika. Or once again, for the final time, I'm God and so are you. These date to yesterday. These date to yesterday. Hey, IGN, do better. I'm inevitable. And then I think he tosses another one at the end of here. He starts tweeting at, you know, some guy from TSM. Hey, be nice, sweet thing, before I crush. Just weird stuff. Like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? What is going on here? But I think the part that really spoke to me the most about this entire situation is his engagement with Skye Williams on Twitter. And we'll go over this for a minute here before we go over what his live stream was last night. But let's go over this. So this is in response to a tweet that he deleted. Yo, Etika, you're finally back in action. I can't say the forbidden word here on Twitch. Let's play a game called Help. It's a Milton Bradley game. What you do is check your fucking self into an institution that will help you overcome the consistent demons in your mind instead of forcing us to watch you self-destruct. Etika responds, who hurt you, Skye? Weird thing to ask, you know, especially given the circumstances, given the odds of what's going on here. You. I mean, Skye Williams says it all in one word right here. How could I hurt you when I am you? Skye Williams responds, stop. Etika replies, not if you ask me like that, babe. Do you want a blowjob? See, I mean, it's what are you doing? What is wrong with you? Skye Williams, this is the most painful thing. You won't even listen, and all we do is just worry and care about you. And now we have to watch you die by inches with your dilapidated psyche. I hate this, and I will do literally anything if I would just help you get well again. Etika responds, I'll always be here for you, Skye. Sorry I never respond. You know I'm a busy guy, lol. Skye Williams responds, be here for yourself instead, please. Etika replies, I'm going to keep ignoring your messages and fine, with a shrug emoji. What does it say? Face with rolling eyes. I mean, it's all weird stuff. He's clearly not in the right head. I mean, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to realize something ain't right here. And then Skye Williams responds, you mean these texts of me panicking to find you for hours only to be met with absolute silence, or these DMs of me trying to find a way to communicate so that I can ensure your safety? I get them confused sometimes because they are met with some inane bullshit months later. And he shows text messages. These date back to his first mental breakdown. Again, that we all let pass. We all watched this happen. We all documented it, recorded it, made videos going over it, and we let it go. Why? Because we're stupid. We're idiots. We're dumb. We were just so hungry for the original Etika to come back. We were willing to ignore everything. The signs were there. The blueprints were shown half a year earlier, and it didn't happen. None of us picked up on it. We all let it slide. As soon as he came back and he started acting semi-normal again, we were just like, all right, this is fine. You know, yeah, you were acting a little weird back then, but whatever, you know, we'll let it pass. You know, it's fine. Going back to the screenshots here of the text messages from Skye Williams. Hey, dude, you feeling okay? I know you have a lot of people to talk to, but please remember this Twitter shit, exact same thing happened to me. I say kick rocks and boom, I'm banned permanently. Again, a text message in March 21st, 5 months later. And then, of course, when he had his mental breakdown now on April 6th. Man, please, dude, sign, or Skye, if this is a joke, then just tell me. I'll stop freaking out. But if it's not a joke, then I will find you. Clearly, he's, you know, he's concerned, I mean, to say the least. I mean, that's at least what I take away from these DMs. Here we have Twitter DMs, again, going back to his first breakdown. Here we have, are you okay? Hearing some concerning things. Please reach out. And then it includes what I would assume is his phone number. And then there's more DMs here. I'm honestly crying right now, bro. This shit is real. Thank you for the follow, Joel, mate. I'm honestly crying right now, bro. This shit is real, and I would give anything in my possession to save you from whatever's making you act like this. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to help, but I can't just sit here and watch you die, dude. And it includes more DMs showing, you know, I mean, I'm not going to, you know, read it all out, you know, because it's basically the same thing we've been going over. But what is Etika's response to this entire thing? What is his response to a man who's, you know, clearly distressed right now? Relax, lol. There we go. That's Etika. And I think, you know, Skye Williams responds in a way that we're all thinking right now. Kind of, what the fuck? You know? Like, what, how do you respond to this? It's best to just let the man sit. I mean, you've done everything you can. I mean, outside of showing up outside the man's house, you've pretty much done everything you can. And the best thing we can do now is just sit back and watch and hope and pray that, you know, something, something resolves from this. I don't know. There's really nothing we can do about this. I mean, Skye Williams can't do anything. What are we going to do? But then he decides to go live last night. And this is why I'm covering the story right now. He decides to go live for this very weird stream. I'll play bits and pieces of it. Now, obviously, after all of this, and he went live right after the Skye Williams situation, I want to point out here. He goes live on his YouTube channel, the TR1 Iceman, the last channel he has standing. It's got about 100,000 subs. It's actually still up right now. I'm surprised. I went to check it. Oh, I don't have it pulled up right now. Let me look it up real quick. TR1 Iceman. There we go. It's all pulled up right now. It's still up there. Got about 100,000 subs right now. It's still there, surprisingly. I don't know how much longer this channel has left, but as of, the recording right now, this morning, at 8:30 a.m. in Central, in North Texas, it's still up, So, he decides to go live on the channel right after his conversation with Skye Williams that we just went over. And, you'd think you'd go live to kind of address what's been going on, if you were sane, that is. But no. But no, he just go live for just a regular Game of Thrones stream.
There's too many niggas that give me a boom. Okay, is there any audio? Well, I guess we can't be team rich niggas anymore. I'm on stream. I guess I gotta take the AirPods out, guys.
In the first part of the stream, he starts acting, kind of weird. I mean, he's playing his stream over and over again, causing, the audio to overlap itself. I mean, he's a top streamer on YouTube. Obviously, you should know, like, the very basics of how, you run a live stream on YouTube. But he's already, screwing up. I mean, maybe I'm looking too into this right now, but it just seems weird behavior. Let's zoom in a little bit more here.
Sign in. Is this it? I'm gonna try to see if
he's pulling up Game of Thrones.
Sign into this bitch. Yo, if you watched the Game of Thrones episode already today, then I have one word of advice for you. Do not spoil me. I'm gonna try to sign in. I don't know if I have... What the fuck is the difference between go and now, nigga? Wait, settings?
He's clueless. He has no idea what he's doing. He's like Tommy C trying to do a live stream. He's a boomer. He can't figure anything out. You know, he's just sitting there. And it's weird. This is all weird behavior. I mean, it's really what I've been saying this entire, you know, live stream and video if you're watching this on YouTube. It's all weird behavior. Do you understand that? And I just want to, you know, if I have anything to kind of point out about this entire situation, it's how stupid we all are for not seeing this entire thing coming. I mean, I don't know what's going on. He's been alluding to, you know, problems going on in his personal life for 2 years now. Ever since 2017, he's been, you know, on his streams, you know, he's been subtly hinting on the fact that, you know, there's some messed up stuff going on in his life. And that combined with the pressures of being the top live streamer on YouTube, obviously is going to, you know, crack the man. But, you know, instead of just, you know, getting off or, you know, doing, you know, helping himself or doing anything like that, we're seeing a man literally live stream his own self-destruction. Now, later on in the stream, he talks, you know, he attempts to act normal, but it's very weird. He'll sometimes, you know, obviously the entire chat is, you know, bringing up the instance on Twitter. They're talking about, they're like, aren't you going to talk about this? Aren't you going to bring this up? You know, what the hell's going on here? And he'll occasionally mention it. He'll be like, guys, you're just making a big deal out of nothing. It's fine. Let's just watch some Game of Thrones. It's all normal. And then he goes to get some food, and he starts playing some music. I'll lower the volume here. It's pretty loud. So he plays some music on his waiting screen right here to go get some food. He leaves that running for a good while. Honestly, it shows he only played it for 20 minutes. It felt like an hour when I watched this live last night, because I watched all of this happen live last night. You notice it's really bass boosted and like it's all corrupted and stuff. It's again, he doesn't know how to the top streamer on YouTube doesn't know how to live stream. He has this play out for 20 minutes. He ends it off with some sicko mode, and then where is it? Oh, live stream unavailable. Stream suspended for policy violations. I actually thought he took it down because originally the message that it showed on my end at least was that he himself took the stream down. Apparently, it was suspended for policy violations, which is why I looked into his YouTube channel to see if it got banned. It's still up. It's alive and kicking. I don't know for how long, but it's still there. And you know, honestly, I really don't know what to, you know, sort of take away from this entire instance. I mean, what do I end this off by saying, other than, you know, we should have seen this coming. I mean, it was all there 6 months ago. The only reason, I mean, you know, the only difference is that 6 months ago, he walked away from this looking and acting normal again, and he had an excuse that, although it sounded weird, it could be seen as, you know, okay or acceptable, I guess. But now we have a situation where, you know, he's walking away from this. Clearly, he's not right anymore. I mean, he's not walking away from this. Guys, I'm back. I'm normal again. He's still messed up. He's still, you know, he's still broken, or, you know, he's fucked up. Whatever is going on with him, it's still, you know, nothing's helped. The mental, you know, hospitalization or institutionalization, if that's the right word, it clearly, you know, it might have helped temporarily, but it's not doing anything in the long run. He's got to get off social media. I mean, it doesn't, you know, take a genius to figure that out. Yeah, I mean, I really want to come away from this with like a solution, or, you know, a greater message and all. I guess, you know, the message in and of itself is, you know, don't be afraid to, you know, leave the internet. But again, nothing I say is going to... It's not like Etika's going to watch this in the first place. And even if he did, nothing I say is Etika's going to take into advice and, you know, enact. He's not going to see me say, get off the internet. You know, it's not good for you. He's not going to see that and be like, oh, well, yeah, I guess I should get off the internet. That's not going to happen. So realistically, anything I say that would serve as, you know, productive, so to speak, it's not going to work out at all. It's not going to do anything. So, what do I say? How do I end this off? What do I say other than, wow. I mean, man, it's sad to see, you know, one of the top talents on YouTube. I mean, and he was, don't get me wrong, not just in his personality, in his entertainment factor, but in his talent in editing and, you know, the way he's able to, you know, put stuff together. I mean, yeah, the streams and the videos were sparse, but when we did get them, they were nothing short of top-class entertainment on YouTube. I mean, it's sad to see one of the top talents go like this, but at the end of the day, social media, I mean, you know, it hasn't fucked me up yet, obviously, but it does, you know, I think it's clear that it has, you know, very, very large straining effects on an individual creator itself. And just know, if you're, you know, going down the path like I am of wanting to, you know, make this kind of stuff a full-time job or something like that, you know, understand what you're getting into. And if you're a weak person, so to speak, that's not, you know, being mean, that's like, if you're generally like a weak or a vulnerable person, you know, kind of understand, you know, the field you're going in. And hey, it's not too late, or it's not too late, you know, to kind of step off. Check his Twitter now. Is he doing this stuff live? I'll check his Twitter. There he is, tweeting more. Tweeting more. Oh my god. He's actually gone below 300,000 followers. If you actually look at his live count. Let's go ahead and show this. He was at 300,000. Oh man. This is bad. He's lost about 10,000 followers now. Well, I mean, losing followers is hardly the most negative thing going on right now. But I think for the sake of this, you know, recording for the YouTube people, I'll go ahead and cut it off here. If you enjoyed, you know, the recording, to all those watching on YouTube, you know, I guess hit the like button. Look out for some new content. My name is AuggieRFC, and I will see you guys next time for some more lighthearted stuff. I mean, I did want to cover this, but generally we don't go this, you know, deep down the, you know, the rabbit hole. But either way, thank you guys. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you guys for watching, and take care, everyone.